Well, you know what they say, the early bird gets the worm. G'day folks, it's Ando from Boss Outdoor with this week's fishing report. Well, if you get up early in the morning, you're going to see the best of Merimbula Lake, particularly if you're the shore-based angler. I myself got up earlier this week and went for a fish before work and managed to catch some beautiful flathead right out the front of the store here at Boss Outdoor. The shallow flats here you'll see behind me and over this side of the gangway near the Marina Jetty harbour some beautiful fish like trevally, mullet, brim, whiting, and obviously nice flathead. So that flathead that I caught earlier in the week, I basically saw it sitting there. I cast a soft plastic at it, which was a Z-Man drop kicker in the bloodworm colour. I watched it eat it, I set the hook, it shook its head, it fell out. I was spewing. I had another cast, it ate it again, so they're hungry. So my point being, if you get up early in the morning, hit these flats behind me, throw on a few soft plastics or even maybe a big glide or a hard body, you're probably going to get yourself a couple of big flatties, particularly while those morning tides are high. Get on it. Well, that's really cool. These flats are certainly alive. I'm just looking at some blue swimmer crabs marching around here on the flats having a feed. But I'll tell you what's even cooler is the amount of kingfish in the Merimbula Lake at the moment and the channel. It's an absolute rat plague, and all the young grommets are frothing over it, and they're catching them here, they're catching them over at the bridge, they're catching them up in the top lake. Heaps of undersized kings. Now, obviously, these young guys are looking after them and letting them go, getting their photo and letting them go, which is great to see. But don't be fooled, there are some big ones among them, so make sure you're ready when the big ones pounce.
Ando, imposter, does it again.
Heaps of trevally up in the top lake as well, and flatties. Our man Adam Harris has been up there doing a fair bit of fishing of late, caught himself a rock flathead. If you've never seen a rock flathead, it's a little bit like a dusky flathead, but it's a little bit thicker in the width of the fish, or in the depth of the fish I should say, and they're actually tasty eating, and you don't often catch them on a line. A lot of the spear fishermen get them, but I myself have only ever caught one on a line in my entire life, but I've seen plenty spear fishing, so well done ads. So if you're looking to fish the Merimbula Wharf over the weekend, you are likely to encounter some squid, plenty of squid around, and there are a few kings there too. Harley Tom's got absolutely smoked there early in the week, so he was into the store looking for bigger hooks. And you're also going to get your salmon and tailor there if you're early in the morning. If you're heading down onto the beach, I've heard there are a few bronze whalers around, so for those guys chasing bronzies off the beach, maybe now's the time to hook into that. You're going to get your salmon, your tailor, heaps of brim around still. I'm really pumped about all the brim on the beach at the moment, so maybe get yourself some pippies or some beachworms. They'll even eat pilchards. I've caught them on whole gang pilchards before, so it's a dead set option, and I love catching brim off the beach. If you're over on the rocks, still a few drummer around, but I'd be starting to focus now on the pelagics. Get those kings. There should be some snapper if you're firing a bait out deep. You will also catch tailor, trevally, and if you're just fishing around the washes, your luderick, leather jackets, and obviously your drummer. If you're pushing around further down south around Twofold Bay, the beaches up the back of the bay will harbour good fish such as mulloway, salmon, tailor, brim, but you'll also get a lot of small bronzies down there. It's about now when all the big bronze whalers come into the backs of the bay and drop their pups, and you'll find yourself a whole abundance of small bronzies, which are quite fun, but they've got teeth, so be careful when you're taking the hooks out. So I do hear a few anglers are chasing some snapper on soft plastics and getting good results. Few good fish still around, but they can be tricky to find. I'd be focusing on just chasing flatheads. So if you get up off Tura Beach in about 40 metres of water, you're going to find yourself a heap of flatties. I saw one crew come in and they had 4 on board. They did 1 drift and they all bagged out. That's just fantastic. Good fish too. If you get out on the rubble around Haycock, Leonards and out wide off Long Point, you'll get your mowies and your nanny guy, maybe a gummy, obviously a few snapper thrown in, but be prepared for a kingfish. There's plenty of kings around now. They're right up and down the coast, from Narooma out to Montague, way down to Malakuta. So have a knife jig ready to drop on them if you sound them, or a stick bait ready to fire at them if you see them on the surface. So with all these steamy, muggy afternoons, thunderstorms, rain and heat, I'd be chasing some bass or even some cod. So the cod season's well and truly open now, and there's been some good fish caught. Az has been getting a few small ones, and he's also been getting some nice bass. So just a really good option this time of year, but watch out for those snakes. So the Merimbula Lake's been prawning really well. The only thing this weekend, the tides are really early in the morning, so you're gonna have to set an alarm and try and get around 2 o'clock in the morning to get a feed of prawns. However, if you do, you will get some. Wallagoot's been pretty slow, but another little lake that's been firing is Cuttagee. So it could be worth the drive up to Cuttagee to get some prawns if you're looking for prawns for Christmas. Now, let's head back into Boss Outdoor and see what the deal of the week is. So buy 3 packets of Z-Man soft plastics and we'll shout you the 4th for free. Well, that's it for this week's fishing report, folks. If there's anything else you need to know, whether it be about bait, hooks, lures, or even if you just need a hand finding a fantastic Christmas gift for your friends or family, come into Boss Outdoor so we can hook you up. So if you're enjoying our videos,
don't forget to like and subscribe.